Thank you, Jos. Thank you, Ambassador Doma. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm delighted to join this event, No Penalty for Apostasy, organized by the Jubilee campaign, and thank the Executive Director for inviting me to speak today. I commend the Jubilee campaign for putting such an impressive event, bringing together witnesses who can speak with authority on the impact of anti-apostasy and anti-conversion laws on their lives. It's really good to see all of you, even if only virtually. I'm also very happy to see Commissioner Gail mentioned in today's webinar. International law is crystal clear. Freedom of conscience is protected, absolutely. Accordingly, everyone has the right to change their religion or belief, or to be free from any religion or belief, as we heard from Anne Boulder moments ago. The freedom of thought and conscience is so intimately tied up with our identity, with being human, that the denial of that right may amount to denying that one is a human being. Therefore, the protection offered by international law to freedom to choose one's belief is absolute and cannot be interfered with in any way. And throughout history, as we see today as well, we see the high price individuals and whole communities pay when this very basic freedom is denied. Yet, about a dozen states still maintain death penalty for apostasy, or use capital punishment provided for in the jurisdictions for blasphemy to the same effect. A lot more penalize conversion to a religion of a minority community with prison sentences or other negative civil law consequences, or impose severe discrimination in access to essential social and economic services, or condemn the convert to a life of second-class citizenship, or indeed, as in the case of few countries, strip them or deny them of citizenship. All the countries that provide for the death penalty for apostasy and blasphemy are members of the OIC. I call on these states to learn from their fellow member states, like Sudan, who have recently abolished anti-apostasy laws, or from other OIC states who do not penalize apostasy, or to listen to their own scholars and experts who increasingly assert that these laws have no foundation even in their own traditions. In any case, all these states, regardless of their traditions, must uphold the international law obligations. And the international community must also not accept these laws. It is perhaps high time that those countries that exercise these laws, meaning imposing death penalty for apostasy, be considered as incompatible with membership of the Human Rights Council, or at least election to its bureau, as we narrowly escaped this year. As today's event highlights, apostasy is not a problem only within some members of the OIC. A number of other countries are also adopting anti-conversion laws, which also amount to a flagrant violation of international law. Where any form of anti-conversion or apostasy law exists, in relation to persecution by the state, non-state actors also feel empowered to harm and indeed kill individuals who seek nothing more than to follow peacefully the dictates of their own conscience. And although the freedom to have, adopt, or refute religion or belief is granted absolute protection under international human rights law, the denial of this freedom is increasing through a variety of coercive means that reach the threshold of non-coercion or coercion that's identified in Article 18.2 of the ICCPR and must be taken very seriously. As with apostasy laws, the primary motivation appears to be the territorialization of religion or belief, and thereby denying the right of the individuals to hold beliefs of their own choice. What follows are violations of plethora of human rights, from freedom of religion or belief, obviously, to freedoms of expression and opinion, of association, peaceful assembly, rights to privacy, equality before the law, non-discrimination, or indeed, right to liberty and security of person, right to free trial, and on and on and on. It is not possible to embrace human rights without respecting the freedom of conscience, the right to choose a religion or belief of one's choice, including the freedom to renounce all religions or beliefs if that was their wish. I look forward to listening to the speakers today and thank them in advance for sharing their experiences and insights with all of us. Thank you.